So this man tied up his wife in the living room and instructed their children to beat her up one after the other. The children, being scared of what he can do to them if they refuse to comply, did as he said, just to avoid punishment. Imagine such humiliation, and this woman in question is a popular gospel singer. Her songs were really trending that you could hardly go to a church in Nigeria and find one that doesn't sing her song. Now, seeing the potential in her husband stepped in and became her manager. But there was one problem though. He feared that if he leave her, she would develop wings and fly beyond his reach. And he didn't want that, so he started maltreating her so she wouldn't develop that wings in the first place. He would beat her up at the slightest provocation. He will do this over and over again, even before their children. And guess what? He was alleged to be telling them that it is okay to beat a woman who misbehaves. He never permitted any member of her family to visit, and he never permitted her to visit them either. He was the one responsible for accepting and declining her engagement. If you wanted to invite her to minister in your program, you have to go through him first. And most times he will give ridiculous conditions or even decline. This woman was gifted a car, even cars, but she was never permitted to drive any. One day after church program at night, this man refused to let her enter the car despite the fact that they were going the same way, so she had to stand on the road to wait for a bike. While she was waiting for the bike, her husband drove past her in the car with the children inside waving at their mother. Remember, they are going the same way. That night she was attacked and robbed, and it is even by the grace of God that she made it home alive. When the news that she lost her phone spread, a pastor from a distant church bought another one for her and came all the way to her house to give it to her, but she never showed up because her husband never permitted her to come out. The pastor has no other choice than to go back with the phone. So she continued being bullied in her marriage. People even advised her to leave, but she wouldn't. It was against the church doctrine and even the Christian faith, so she kept enduring. She kept enduring until one day, just one day, during the usual beating, her monster husband kicked her on the chest. That was how she fell and then landed at the hospital. Instead of this man telling doctors the truth about what happened so immediate and proper treatment could be carried out, he lied that she had cancer, and that was the story he told her family too. And still, he refused to let them see her on the sick bed, and sadly, she eventually passed away. Her family never believed his explanation, so they went ahead to sue him, and he was found guilty in the end and was sentenced to death. And just like that, their children automatically became orphans. By now, you should know that this is the story of Osinachi Nwachukwu, who died in 2022 as a result of marital abuse by her husband. I am sharing this story today to ask a question, especially people